Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aloha Press Show. I'm JC, joined today with my co-host Jeff. Jeff,
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm just hoping that this one makes the airwaves, JC.
So for everyone that doesn't know, Jeff and I recorded an hour-long podcast last week, and we had some technical difficulties. And I discovered the technical difficulties like 18 hours after we recorded, and it was just a great conversation, Jeff. That's all I had. I had a great conversation with you, but other than that, So this one's definitely going to make it. We've done the necessary tests to make sure the listeners hear it. Jeff, we talked about all kinds of shit last week. We missed it, but what's on your mind, buddy? What is how's the weather? Is everything going good?
Oh no, God, we're in a heat wave again here. I can't wait till wintertime. Or you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for the end of September when I get to escape this place and head down to Monterey and play 3 days of golf at the Aloha Press Classic. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's what we're talking about. Dude, I'm so excited about the event. I'm stressed because like every event that we've ever hosted, we've got just the last minute signups. It's just, we're down to the last 2 weeks and we got a solid foursome. So if you want to join four of us, Ben, Brian, Jeff, and I at the Aloha Press Classic, we're going to be there no matter what. And along with the AT&T First Tee kids, and then also I think a drag show or something. I don't know what else is going on in Monterey.
No. A jazz festival.
Oh, a jazz. I thought you said a drag festival. Okay, so there's not a drag.
We're gonna get some culture while we're there.
All right. We're getting culture down at the Aloha Press Classic. Dude, I'm looking forward to it. I gotta give a shout out to our belt sponsor, Tom over at Next Belt. If you are interested in supporting us, you might want to support them because they sent us some really cool gifts. I don't know if they're for us or if we're going to use them as fucking close to the pins or prizes or long dry. I don't know. We'll see. But big shout out to Tom over at Next Belt.
Yeah, hey, those belts are awesome. And I almost think, we do use those as some type of a giveaway. And the reason I say that is because we have so many goddamn belts. I probably don't need another one to hang in my closet, but to give away a personalized 2022 Aloha Press Classic, and I saw he used the old Pebble Beach Lone Cypress tree there, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it really really cool of them. I'm not sure Pebble Beach is going to be really happy when we show up with our fucking fancy belts, but it's just the way it goes. So if you want to sign up to Aloha Press Classic, if you want to join, hopefully we get another couple foursomes. If you want to join the madness, you can do so. The link below at thealohapress.com /events, I think, is the URL. Again, just scroll up, okay? Not left or right like you're on Tinder, but scroll up, hit the link, sign up. Just let us know that you're going to be enjoying some of the festivities. Jeff, with that being said, the FedEx Cup playoffs are officially started, and you've got a crowning champion in Happy Gilmore's caddy winning the first event. Is this a big shocker to you?
It's not a shocker that he won, but I tell you right now, it is the best thing that could have happened for the PGA Tour, for the FedEx Cup playoffs. I mean, me and you were texting throughout the weekend. JC, I watched a lot of golf Friday and Saturday, and it was very, very difficult to watch, especially when you're thinking in the back of your mind, man, I miss watching DJ. I miss watching Brooks. I miss all these. Where's Phil? Like, where are these guys?
Where's fucking Bryson?
And he had no namers at the top of the
Reed.
leaderboard, right? I mean, it was just tough. And had Willie not fucking pulled it out and had a pretty cool playoff there and made some big putts and actually brought some excitement, what would we have done if fucking JJ Spawn would have won?
Or Mr. Shape Ups. You're not allowed to play on the PGA Tour if you're wearing the square fucking Shape Ups. You just can't. Step Straka is, don't get me wrong, he won earlier this year, but he's missed like 12 cuts in the last like 3 weeks or the last like 12 weeks. And it's really, dude, the best thing that could happen was Will Zalatoris win, and they win with a playoff that was actually, I hate to say, entertaining, because those first 3 days were fucking nap-worthy golf. Like, again, I think I've said it on the show before, I see why the PGA Tour gets so many fucking views, and for as long a view, because I fell asleep on Sunday for like 2 hours.
No, hey, I watched it. I really wish, I mean, the way that he won was awesome during the playoff there, but I wish he would have gave it a go with that ball sitting, pinned between the rock and the rough.
Dude,
and
yes.
just fucking make it happen. Like, we don't want to see you go back and wedge one close and get up and down for bogey. I want to see you make something happen from that lie.
What disappointed me the most is they both were trading off, like, just total, like, just I don't want to say the P word, but they just wussed out when they were like on the first playoff hole. Like, Steph Straka's got his fat feet in the creek and then goes, nah, I'm gonna take an unplayable, and hits it to about 4 feet. And I'm like, okay, like, fuck, you hit it to 4 feet, but you couldn't have taken a 7-iron and fucking punched one up there, or chunked into the water and made it entertaining. And Will Zalatoris is on the other side of the fairway, and I'm like, dude, you gotta hit a high cut. You just gotta hit a punch, low, high cut over the water and stick it close and fucking call it a day. But it was definitely a chip off battle. Jeff, what do you think would have happened if Will Zalatoris would have chipped it off the rock wall on the par 3?
Honestly, I think he would have tried to probably blade it, and I think that the ball might have ricocheted back in the water. That's kind of what I was thinking might have happened. Because, I mean, let's be real. He wasn't getting underneath that thing. It was probably going to fucking bounce into the fucking bank and go backwards. But I wanted to see him try at least. Get creative. Use the toe of your putter. Fucking take a chunk out of the rocks. I don't know, something. Just give us some excitement. Nobody wants to see you guys. They were essentially getting up and down for bogeys the last 2 holes, the last 2 playoff holes, both of them. Yeah, and Sepp Straka, putting a foot in the water and then backing off that, like, that was not that hard. Dude, swing left-handed. Yes. Do something. I mean, he's lucky that he stuck at the 4 feet.
He's very lucky. And Will Zalatoris, I mean, the best thing that the PGA Tour has right now going for them. Because moving forward, like, fuck, the dude wasn't even in the playoffs last year. I will say about the rock chip, I think it's a requirement. Like, there is no drop. You're in play. You fucking no. This is the suspense. This is the packed pressure that the announcers talk about with all this pressure. Take that shaky putting stroke, Will Zalatoris, and just fucking blade one up there. And then you probably double hit it or you bounce into the water, but at least then we've got some entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it worked out for him. It was exciting. I got to at least say that. It was exciting. He didn't know where it was going to go. I mean, I thought Sepp Straka was going to 3-putt on the first playoff hole. He blows it by fucking 7 feet, But he never capitalized. He had a couple opportunities there on the second and third playoff holes to capitalize on some mistakes by Zalatoris, and he didn't. He fucking followed him.
Yeah, he did not have the energy. I don't know if it was the Memphis, Tennessee fucking swamp ass that he had, because he just didn't have a lot of pep in his step. So Will Zalatoris, I mean, he's been really good when it comes to like difficult golf courses, and I feel like this particular golf course was pretty challenging for these guys. I mean, the winning score I think was 16 under. A typical TPC Sawgrass is like a 24, 25, 26 under type tournament type win. Do you think Will Zalatoris, does he play better when the competition is just, it's the course is more challenging?
I think so. I mean, he's very confident in his game, and the guy can get up and down. That was the biggest thing you saw. A lot of guys were making bogeys and a lot of guys were missing short putts towards the end of that tournament, and he wasn't. Even when he hit a bad shot or he had to, chip out of a bunker and try to get up and down from the fairway, he was getting it done, and the other guys weren't. I mean, just in the last 3 or 4 holes, all the guys in contention missed something probably inside 4 feet, except him.
He was rolling the rock good.
And hey, in JJ Spawn, that guy must have cost himself about $500,000 with his little fucking 6-hole stretch of 7 over par.
I felt bad for him. It just wasn't. It just wasn't pretty. Looking down the leaderboard, I mean, there's a lot of backdoor fucking top tens. I can promise you that. John Rahm, I don't think I saw a lot play.
I didn't even know John Rahm was playing until they came on the air Sunday, and he's going out and shoot 66, and he jumps up in the top T5 or whatever.
Fucking Colin Morikawa was thrown in there at 11 under. It's just Tony Finau. But what drives me crazy, what absolutely drives me crazy with the PGA Tour product, and we touched on it can't dude, you got Brian Harmon fucking leading the television coverage for fucking hours. We can't have Brian Harmon the lead guy or Sepp Straka the lead guy in the telecast. It just is not good. It's not. I mean, I know they're playing decent golf, but it's like, Jeff, I think you could beat Brian Harmon. I think you could easily beat him this week.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's no way I could beat him with the shape of my game right now, because I play golf about once every 3 fucking months. It's killing me. But I'll tell you one thing. No matter how boring it gets on Friday and Saturday, and we watch Sunday and who plays and who doesn't, there is no way in hell that live golf is ever going to replicate the atmosphere that these tournaments have, especially down the stretch on a Sunday. It's just, I just don't see how it can happen. I mean, I wonder, I'm sitting there watching golf. I wonder if the live golfers are watching or if they miss it, because there's just no way you're getting that drama and that pressure that you're getting in the FedEx Cup playoffs over in a live event that nobody watches.
Well, I think the live guys don't give a fuck. I think they just don't care at all. I'm sure they're watching the tournament, and I'm sure they are laughing their ass off to see, Sepp Straka be the leading, horse coming down the stretch on Sunday. So I don't think they give a shit. I think it's just a pure cash grab. Do I think live will ever dominate golf? No, because it's just different. Like it's the more I watch live and the more I watch the PGA Tour, Sunday fucking matters. And I hate the shotgun fucking start. That's the dumbest thing in the world. I don't know what hole these guys are on. I don't know what group is leading, what group's not leading, what hole does he have coming up. You can't preview any of this shit. I just think the format's funky, and I think it's just weird. I do think there is something wrong with the PGA Tour. Did you see how they assessed Cameron Smith's penalty from Saturday's round to Sunday's round?
Well, yes, I read about it. I didn't actually get to see the coverage of it. I read about it, and I read about it on a Instagram post that I thought was fake at first. But then it turned out to be real, because this guy drunk at the turn, I'm sure you follow him too. He has some pretty clever fucking memes he creates, but they're 99% of the time it's not true. So I just took it as fake news until I actually turned on the telecast and they talked about it a little bit.
Dude, it absolutely was crazy. So for anyone that did not see it, I had to go back and watch it because I fell asleep during Cameron Smith's, third round coverage. On hole 4, he fucking hit in the water, and then he takes relief. He takes a drop. There's a marshal with them. There's a rules official with them. There's other players, and he drops it, and the ball lands on the fucking red line. And apparently that's against the rules. You can't drop one and have it end up essentially in the hazard. But no one catches it. No one catches it for 18 hours. They find it. Some rules official finds it on the replay of Saturday's coverage, and they zoom in and they're like, oh shit, that's a 2-stroke penalty. And then 18 hours later, like an hour before Cameron Smith tees off to essentially, he's only 2 back to try and win this damn thing, he gets assessed a 2-stroke penalty and is fucked. And I just thought, like, this was the worst way to handle these types of situations. I thought there was a rule against this. I thought, like, once the round's done, you can't fucking go back like 12 hours before and say, oh no, you committed a penalty. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know all the rules of golf. I know some of them.
I didn't know that rule.
I did know this rule. I did know that you can't take a drop and have it end up in the hazard. Should he have known? Probably. But obviously, maybe he didn't pay attention that it was on the line. I mean, when I looked at the coverage, it's clearly on the red line. Yeah. Maybe he thought it had to be inside. I don't know. It's not like it hurt or helped him at all.
No.
when it comes to the lie. But maybe him or his caddy should have fucking asked a little bit more and figured out. It sucks for him because I'm sure he got pissed off. He didn't play very well on Sunday, and now he withdrew from the BMW.
Yeah, so Cam Smith comes out today, or his agent comes out today and says, "Hey, thanks guys. I'm ranked number 4 in the FedEx Cup. We'll see you in 2 weeks at East Lake because my hip there's discomfort in my hip." Which, is it the size of his wallet? Is that what's making it uncomfortable? Like, is the $100 million that is rumored to he's been paid by Liv? Is that what's hurting him?
100%. This is a fuck you to the PGA Tour, dude. He's in good enough position to go into the Tour Championship that he doesn't need to play this week. And he's got $100 million in his pocket. We talked about this a month ago. He's going. He's just one of the guys, going. I guess, was smart enough. He was one of the guys who was smart enough to wait it out, win a major championship, go through the playoffs, and then he's going to get a bigger contract than everybody else.
He sure is. And his hip's going to be he's going to be skipping down the fairway with $100 million. I don't know. It's sad. It is sad. Cameron Smith, I like Cameron Smith. And I mean, fuck, he's going to be the number 1 player in the world if he wins one of these events coming up here in the next couple weeks. Is he the favorite to win East Lake, or is Will Zalatoris now the guy?
I would still say Cam Smith if he's healthy, air quotes. But I'll tell you who's not the favorite anymore and who I thought was going to be gifted $15 million, and that's Scotty Scheffler. I don't know what happened to that guy, dude. He struggled, and now he lost the top spot. I mean, I thought it was a given he'd be going in to the Tour Championship with the 2-stroke lead, down to 10 strokes or whatever it is over the bottom guys. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that way anymore.
Dude, no. I mean, you would think the guy who won the Masters and fucking won 3 other times this year would be somewhere near the top. But instead, you've got, let's see here. Let me pull up the FedEx Cup fucking standings. Like, does anyone really care? Maybe, I don't know. Can't even find. Oh, updated standings to reflect playoffs. So, yeah, Scotty Scheffler is now number 2. If he misses the cut this week, like, he's fucked. I think he's going to be way too far out of it.
Yeah, all he had to do was make the cut. It didn't matter where he finished. He just needed to make the cut, and he didn't even do that.
Oh, absolutely crazy. You got Cameron Smith ranked number 3, Sam Burns at 4, Tony Finau, Xander, Patrick Cantlay, Sepp Straka sit at 8, Roy McIlroy and Justin Thomas rounds out the top 10 of the FedEx Cup playoffs. The one thing that like is, in my opinion, is kind of funny. So the PGA Tour is making it a big deal of like kicking the live guys out of this thing. And all of these other guys have like been able to make it into the second round of the playoffs. I saw one particular name who was rather happy that the guys, Bubba Watson went to live golf. Roy Sabatini is in the BMW Championship.
That shocks me, but I'm sure there's a lot of guys. I mean, fuck, Ricky Fowler wouldn't have made the field. He got in at 125 because there's guys that aren't there. And he started off okay, and then he finished with a number 9 on the 18th hole and didn't make the cut.
Well, as I look at the top 70 in the FedEx Cup, it does not look good. You got Mark Leishman at 68, you got HV3 at 65, you got Matt Kuchar. When's the last time we saw Matt Kuchar? I think the last time we saw Matt Kuchar was in fucking when he was ripping off caddies in Cancun. Right? Did he pay that caddy? He won like $2 million and paid him $5,000 or some shit.
Isn't Leishman out too? I mean, he's fucking going to the Live Tour. Him and Cam Smith are gone.
Dude, they're fucking riding the wave, riding that FedEx Cup wave. They're on that Amazon Prime train. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What else? This drama that's being unpacked this week.
There's not a lot, but I think it's noteworthy to mention that Willie Zalatoris had 3, 4, maybe 5 runner-ups, in his career. And then he fires his best friend and his caddy last week, and he comes in and he gets a W his first week with the new caddy. I mean, did it help on 18 when he made the putt to get in the playoff and make those putts to continue to win the playoff? It might have.
Dude, the caddy, the homie caddy, okay, you want to win with, but just can't fucking get it done. Do you think a caddy really matters that much to these guys, or is it just because if I have my buddy caddying, I feel like I'm gonna treat him different than I would like an actual caddy professional. You know what I mean?
I think this is what I think. Their game is so good, they don't need somebody to tell them how to hit a shot or what shot to hit. They need numbers, they need yardages, and they need some confidence. They need some reassurance. And I think that's probably what this new caddy did. Dude, he just gave him a little boost of confidence there at the end, saying, like, you can fucking do this. You can get this done, make this goddamn putt, and it worked. Had he had the other guy on the bag and he missed that putt, he would have been very sad.
Like the more I think about it, it's absolutely crazy because like this isn't like the first time it's happened, and it's crazy. The guy standing next to you carrying your bag, because he was his biggest cheerleader. Like I know his fans and coach and dad and all these family friends and stuff, but dude, that guy was just God. He was more excited than Will Zalatoris. Like he's talking him into chipping out on the fucking playoff hole, telling him what a great wedge player he is. He can make any putt, and it's just like, fuck, I guess. Like, I feel like if he was on my bag, I could play 3 or 4 strokes better,
Yeah. I mean, that's all it is. Because if they start reading your putts for you and you miss a few, now you're going to be mad at them. You're not going to trust their read anymore. You don't want them to look your. Just play your game. Give me numbers. Give me some fucking encouraging words. Let's go get it.
Dude, yeah, it's so. Are you taking a caddy for Poppy Hills at the Aloha Press Classic?
I'll tell you one thing I'm taking, Justin, that I've never done in my life is I'm taking a fucking cart. Okay, because there's no way I'm walking 2 days in a row when I don't have to out of Poppy Hills.
Dude, every time I played Poppy Hills, we've walked, and every time, like after that first day, like my hips hurt. Like I feel like an old man the next morning. I've seen Jeff not be able to get out of bed. We had to like pick him up, put him in an ice bath. Just can loosen him up.
It's a 10-mile jaunt around that place. It's hilly. It's not an easy walk. It's dangerous. I've almost lost a set of clubs to the canyon if you don't set the parking brake on your push cart right. And with the type of golf we're going to be playing, very fun, free, energetic, a lot of alcohol being consumed, smoking cigars. I don't want to be hoofing it for 2 days out there. So a cart is fucking necessary.
Dude, it is such like. I don't want to have to bring my fucking Solomons or my fucking hiking boots to this course again, okay? Because it just is. It'll kick the shit out of you.
But what's going to be, it's going to be so much fun is in between holes when you're going, and normally you'd stop at those back tees, and then you go, nah. I'm going to drive another 100 yards up and tee off from up there this time. Much more enjoyable.
How good are you going to play? Because there's a handful of us who have played the back tees. I am not one of them. Okay, Ben, Brian, and Jeff have all played the back tees. I think they've only played the back tees at Poppy Hills. Dude, how is it gonna feel not having to fucking take that 280-yard par 3 over fucking a canyon?
It's going to be a lot less stress, I can tell you that much. The tee balls from back there are no joke. All 18 holes. It's difficult. So to get that out of the way, it's going to be awesome. And we're going to have a little say on tee markers, pin positions. And it may be 8 of us. It may be 12. It may be 20. Who knows? We always have the last second guys. We get a lot of interest, a lot of text messages and emails saying, yeah, I'm going to do it. Hopefully they come through like they have the last couple of years.
Well, I mean, we'll see. All you can do is hope. Okay. I was explaining to Jeff earlier, I'm reading this new book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And we're going to start living, okay? It's It's gonna be a good time. Jeff has booked his hotel. Any suggestions on hotels? It seems like we've done some extensive research. I was gonna book an Airbnb, and then I realized I didn't want to spend $4,000 on an Airbnb. Any suggestions?
Airbnbs, Verbos, I mean, unless you want to stay 15, 20 miles away, they're going to be pretty expensive. The hotels are not cheap either. Get in now while you can. There are some down there for a couple $100 a night, which is a good deal. There's a lot of things going on. We've talked about it, with AT&T Pebble Beach hosting the first tee event, the Jazz Festival, which I'm going to get after. I took a history of jazz class in college. Dizzy Gillespie. Oh man, I love those old guys. But here's the thing. I can promise you this. I can make one promise, right? We don't promise a lot. One promise I can make you compared to Edgewood Tahoe, and that's we're not going to have a fucking blizzard or a snowstorm. Okay? It's not going to happen. You don't need to pack your long pants and a parka and a beanie for this trip. You don't have to.
Yeah. Dude, I've got so many emails. Thank God you guys aren't doing an Edgewood Tahoe again. We froze our ass off these last 2 years, and I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like we're only able to wear shorts like one day. Everyone was like, I mean, they were thankful that we had beanies and fuck. Anyways, yes, I agree. I mean, the worst, the wind might kick up out there, but in Poppy Hills, fuck, it'll probably be 85 degrees and just absolutely gorgeous.
Well, and that's the thing with Poppy, with all the trees. Like the wind, honestly, is never really that bad out there. You might get a little fog in the morning. We've had some fog delays there, but generally the fog wears off. There's not much wind, and it's beautiful. Not having that worry, and then the nighttime, going out to the pier and the wharf, and having it still be in the 60s, not in the 30s. It's going to be very nice.
Sweatshirt weather is always. I enjoy sweatshirt weather. I don't enjoy snow weather. Okay, I don't want to have to pack fucking for a 6-day hike to to the mountains of South Lake Tahoe, which I'm excited about. I'm gonna miss Edgewood, but I'm very excited to go back to Poppy Hills. I'm staring at a particular trophy that I won. The last time I played there, it's pretty fucking cool. It's I'm very excited about it.
It is, and I'm sure you're excited about a meal at Domenico's. I mean, I know how you love their fettuccine Alfredo. They got the best Manhattans and old fashions in town, right there on the pier. I can't wait, dude. Honestly, September's going to be awesome for me. I got a concert to look forward to, and the next week I got the Aloha Press Classic. So,
dude, I'm with you. It's especially because I don't know. Are you bringing your family? I'm bringing my family.
Yep.
Dude, yep. It's gonna be kind of like Cancun, Mexico. Like we did it a couple years ago. I think it's gonna be pretty remarkable, and I think it's gonna be one of those events that people are gonna look back and they're gonna look at the economy and they're gonna look at themselves and they're gonna be like, I was such a fucking idiot. Like, why the fuck did I not go and participate? Why not? Why not just put it on a credit card? Fuck it. Like, if you're gonna go bankrupt, you might as well go bankrupt fucking drinking Cristal and not fucking Keystone. You know what I mean? So just come party with us here at the old Aloha Press Classic.
Well, and every time you tell yourself, no, it's too much money, this and that. Just think about it. After this tournament's over with, you're going to probably have spent that same amount of money on something else stupid, right? Come play golf with us. You get a chance to win your money back and some if you want. Plus, you get to play a course that you probably never played, top 100 in the United States, and you get to hang out in Monterey.
Dude, it's and you're gonna get to see Jeff and I. I'm very excited about that. What practice round? I know we talked about it. It's Poppy Hills is one of those places where playing it 3 days in a row you might get burnt the fuck out because it's hard. It's hard and fast. It's very linksy. It's you gotta have a kind of a goal set in mind before the round even starts. You can't just show up and be like, I'm just going to bomb it. And you're like, no, you can't really bomb it here. You got to be pretty accurate. What do you think would be a good warm-up course for the Classic?
Yeah, I and we have talked about it. And there's some courses around there we've played outside of 17 Mile Drive. And Poor Man's Pebble is ideal, right? Get loose, get the nerves out, Hopefully play a quick enough round that, we can still make dinner and cocktails and get some shit done that night, because we're probably going to have a little players party that night too. So, even if we only play 9 holes, but it's beautiful. It's legitimately on the water for 9 holes. The other 9 are in the ghetto. How they make that happen, I don't know, but it's a beautiful spot.
Dude, I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, we could take some guys down to, we could go spend $800 a round at Pebble. Maybe we go to Bayonet, go to Dark Horse and actually just get your teeth kicked in with fucking 800-yard par 5s. And then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, fucking Poor Man's Pebble is one of the funnest golf courses you can play. Like, you could just go play it with like 6 clubs and be totally fine. I mean, the way it starts out, a couple par 3s, you make your way through the trailer park, and then you get to see God's country, for a fucking a tee time fee of like $37. It's pretty remarkable.
Dude, it's perfect. And they got a good little snack bar. They make good drinks. They got tall boys if you want them. It's an easy course to walk if you wanted to walk. I'd be taking a cart there again. I've never taken a cart there, but I would, because it's all about leisure, relaxation, Yeah, so I think that's the Friday. If you get down there in time, maybe we book a little round out there in the afternoon and go from there.
I agree, man. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to get back to California. I'm excited to see, some of the, some of the amenities that here in Georgia we don't have, specifically the homeless. I can do drugs without going to prison, which is key. But also like the weather. Dude, I'm so excited about the weather. It has been humid as shit. Like, everyone's like, oh, you're an idiot for moving to the South. And I'm like, last year it was like, there was zero humidity. And I'm like, oh, you guys are idiots. Like, this is nothing. This year it has just been swamp ass after swamp ass. I don't know how many times I've played golf where I've had to change my shirt halfway through the round, because it was like, it's like, in like high school football where you only have one jersey and it pisses rain and you're absolutely soaked at halftime, and you're like, I would pay $1,000 to have a different uniform on. So I'm changing shirts. I'm bringing different hats. I mean, you got to be conscious about what kind of shorts you wear, because you're gonna be sweating from areas that you just reminds you of your old gym teacher. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about the fucking weather.
Well, you're gonna have good weather. It might be cold for you. You might need to pack an extra layer or so. But I can't wait either. I mean, we're going through a heat spell right now. We're gonna have triple digits for a fucking week straight. It's a nightmare. I can't wait to get out of here.
Dude, it's gonna be fucking awesome. Jeff, I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna record another podcast here, as long as this audio works and I don't throw my computer out the window. If it doesn't, hopefully next week we'll be able to wrap up the BMW Championship. Top 70 players this week. I mean, if you had to put your money on it, this is kind of the last tournament, which is not handicap based. Any winner that you want to throw out? Any wager maybe?
This is just let's go for a bottle. Simply, who plays better? I'll take Sam Burns this week. I just think he played okay last week. I just got a feeling he's gonna step up and fucking put himself in a really good spot for the Tour Championship.
I really hate myself for picking this guy, just because I absolutely despise of him. I'm going to go with Patrick Cantlay. He seems like he's just in prime condition to fucking get a cozy up to like a top 3 and get real close to that FedEx Cup champion and go back to back, because he's currently your defending champion out at East Lake.
All right, well, Cantlay versus Burns for a bottle, and we'll see where it goes.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, we'll fucking catch you next week. As always, hit bombs, attack pins, and Aloha Press. And if you already haven't signed up, if you're not one of the 4 people who listen to this podcast, go sign up for the Aloha Press Classic. Links below. So, cheers, buddy.
All right, brother.
Wearing all black.
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
Hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut knob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire at the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.